What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Pentagon slash Hexagon series. Well, today I have a little good news and a little bit of bad news to start off this episode, and we'll go with the bad news first. Melbourne City, after 12 games, have only picked up 14 points and are currently sitting in 8th place. Taking a look at how we've done throughout the season so far, only 3 wins out of those 12 matches, and that's not good. It's not good at all. Anything that I tried to do, switching up formations to try and get onto a winning track, the squad did not like exactly what I was doing. And then when I switched back to the 4-4-2, which had gotten me wins against Wellington Phoenix twice and then Perth Glory, the squad would not want to deliver. And I feel that the only two teams that I could beat at that point were Wellington Phoenix and Perth, who were sitting lower than me at the time. So I came to the conclusion that my squad limitations are what's bringing me down. If you don't know what the A League's all about, you can only have 4 foreigners max on your team. As you can see, I have 2. But the one thing that kills me, and it deals a lot with my transfer policy, there's no interleague transfers. So I can't go to, say, Brisbane Roar or Central Coast Mariners and pick up players from their teams. That's not allowed in the A League. I have to go outside of league. I got to go to lower leagues to pick up players. I need to go to Japan like I did with Bai Antonio, which it really hurts trying to develop players, or it really hurts to try and take players that could help you on your squad when you have those limitations. So it came down to, do I want to stick with Melbourne City and probably flounder for another season with these limitations, or do I want to move on someplace else that A, could have a good chance of getting to the Champions League, or B, is already in the Champions League? And quite honestly, there were teams out there that are in their respective Champions Leagues that I could have signed for. Back in actually November of this season, the Chicago Fire job opened up in the MLS. They were already top of their Champions League group and were moving on to the quarterfinals. I could have signed with them, but I decided to stick with Melbourne City for these next 2 months, and realized that there are several other jobs that I could have picked up as well. The Chicago Fire job would have been great, go manage my hometown team, but in the end, there were Japanese jobs, Chinese jobs, South African jobs opening up. Taking a look at Japan, this one had several teams available. Kashima Antlers, actually, this is not the wrong one. Kashima Antlers, S-Pulse, Sanfrecce Hiroshima, and Sagan all had job openings. I applied to all 4, and only one of them came back with a no, and that was S-Pulse. The other 3 I took and had interviews with. The board was not happy that I was going out and having interviews with all these clubs, but they didn't fire me. They didn't sack me. I wasn't forced to resign, which I guess the board still had faith that I could turn this club around, but in the end, it just wasn't going to happen. And the one team that I really wanted to hope for and shoot for did get back to me, and that was the Kashima Antlers. The Kashima Antlers from Japan, as you saw, they were 3rd place, so they're automatically in the AFC Champions League group stage. So them coming and approaching me, I'm gonna sign with them, because it gives me an opportunity to get back in the Champions League and show exactly how well I can do in the Champions League. So, as you can see, we are now a part of the Kashima Antlers. First things first, though, let's take a look at exactly what our squad breakdown is going to be. Okay, we have a lot of Japanese players, as to be expected, a few Brazilians. Brazil and Japan have some sort of national connection with each other in terms of football, so that's to be expected as well. And one little Croatian over here. Taking a look at how each position breaks down, the squad, Betinho, will be my starting goalkeeper. And he looks pretty good. I mean, 13 command, 15 of handling, 15 kicking, 14 one-on-one. So he's great when, there's just... he's great overall. He's not fast, and I'd really would like to have a little more pacey keeper, but just taking a look at his stats, he's going to be good for us in the long run. Then taking a look at some of the back line, we don't have an out-and-out right back, so I'm going to have to look into that on the transfer market. Just taking a look at who we have. Kengo Ichikawa, he may be a little old, but he's still going to be my starting left back. He's 31, but his pace, 12. His jumping reach is 16. His acceleration, 13, but is his defensive stats. 16 for heading, 14 for marking, and 16 for tackling, making him a prime suspect to be on the starting back line. We also have Takeo Sasaki. He's 22, but I feel that he has solid enough stats that I can have him in the back line as well, starting. Paulo Victor, actually, I may have him be my left back instead. He may be not as fast, only a 10 pace and 11 acceleration, but a 15 in tackling and 15 in marking. Great defensive stats. So we'll probably have Paulo in left back, Kengo and Takao. Kengo and Takao in my center, and then I'll try and figure out who my right back will be. Sitting in the middle, we have Brazilian Gilmar on the right side midfield, and AM right. He's the kind of guy that fits with my system of playing wing style play, getting the ball up the field, and then crossing it into whoever we have in the middle to try and get the goals. As you can see, he has a 16 crossing, and he's pretty fast too, 14 pace, 15 acceleration, so I'm really glad to have him on my squad to set up all the attacking movements that we're going to be doing. Coming down, some of the centerpieces that we have in the middle of the park, Norio Ito, really fast with a 16 pace, 15 acceleration. I really want him to dictate how we're going to be playing, how we're going to set up our play, either if it's going to be up the wings or through the middle. Really good command of the ball. So 12 first touch, and then I think he has a good long shots. 13, so he can kick the ball up the field as well. But it's the three strikers that I'm really looking forward to, and it's going to be really hard determining who exactly I'm going to start out of these three. We have the start with the Croatian, Florian Poldrugic, 23-year-old, and pretty good speed, decent mentals, and his finishing it's not as good as the other two, but it's definitely what's the word I'm looking for? Adequate enough. 15 finishing, 14 first touch, and he can head the ball really well if we get one of those corners or crosses in. Looking at the other two, we have Satoshi Shigemitsu, really fast. He's the fastest out of the three. 17 in pace, 18 acceleration. He can get the ball and just run. He can fly. 14 on dribbling, 15 on finishing. I really want to have him starting, at least be one of my starters, because he's just really pacey and can do a lot of magical things with the ball. That leads me to my third striker, Hiroki Sakaguchi, 25 years old, not as fast, but his finishing is the best out of all three. 17 there, 17 on dribbling, 15 on first touch. It's going to be really hard for me to decide which two that I'm going to play on any given day, but it may come down to Hiroki and Satoshi. So now that we have that set, we do have Champions League football to play since, like I said, Antlers finished third and are drawn into the group stage. So if you hold tight, we'll come back and I will show you what groups we are going to be drawn in. So catch you later. Alright, and we're back. Don't mind the landing screen. This is just so I don't show you the schedule prematurely, but here is who we're going to be facing in the Champions League group stage. Ta-da! We have Brisbane Roar, of course, from the A-League. We face Buriram United once again out of the Thai League, and then Jeonbuk from the K-League Premier Division. Of course, Brisbane Roar, we faced them many times when we were in Melbourne City. Against Buriram, there shouldn't be a problem here. As you remember from last season or 2 seasons ago when we faced them in the Champions League, they were pretty easy once we actually took them on the field. And then Jeonbuk we haven't faced personally until this season in the friendly, which I find kind of funny that we drew against them after we faced them in a friendly. We lost the friendly though 1-0, but it was very early on. I wasn't expecting much. This was players just coming back and trying to figure out how the system that we run works. So hopefully, out of these 4 teams in the group, that we come in second or better. That's how I always feel, is if we can come in second place at the very least, then who knows, we may have a shot. And with Antlers being one of the teams that are predicted to make the semifinal, as you can see, we have a reputation to live up to, and we better not destroy that. So if you take a look at the schedule, we do have Brisbane Roar and Jeonbuk as our first 2 Champions League groups. So I'm going to get through the last friendly, and then when we come back, we're going to face off against Brisbane Roar in our very first Champions League game with Kashima Antlers. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, here it is. Time for our first Champions League match, Kashima Antlers versus Brisbane Roar. But before we get into that, I did forget to show exactly who we got in the transfer market, so we're going to do that right now. Starting with the outs, I didn't really have much to do with this except for Toru Okuyama, a 21-year-old goalkeeper that, as you look at the stats, he really wasn't all that great. And Shingo Nakagawa, this was sold 2 days before I got into the squad. He looked like a very solid right back, and I guess this was one of the old managers saying, you know what, F it, this guy's heading out, which really hurt me because I had to go out and get a right back. So then we take a look at some of the ins. Pablo Bang is a youngster looking to develop him into competent right winger. As you can see, he plays attacking right. 14 dribbling, 13 crossing. It's just his speed needs to be worked on a little bit. But yeah, not all that bad. Picked him up on a free. South Korean, so that may hurt me in terms of how many foreigners I can put out in the squad. Same thing with Ronnie, a 30-year-old Brazilian, also an AMC and a right wing side. The only thing that's hurting him is he's 30 years old. Speed's good, 14 pace, 12 acceleration, decent mentals, great attacking stats. So I'm trying to get him in on the league side. Unfortunately, I couldn't register him for the Champions League side because of the same foreign player restrictions. So he's going to be more featured in the J League than the Champions League. Then taking a look at some of the loanees, actually Evandro, I loaned him in and then saw his stats and he wasn't all that great. So my new starting right back is going to be Carlinhos from Gremio. He's on a season-long loan. Yes, as you can see, he primarily can play any position up the right, but he's primarily a right back, trying to use his pace and his marking ability to the fullest extent to help along the back line, as well as set up some attacks as well. As you can see, 14 pace, 14 acceleration, okay mentals. I would have liked it a little better, but his work rate, you can't deny that. 15 there, that's awesome. As far as his defensive attributes, not so much on the marking. He's only got 7 there, and not so much on the tackling. So, as I've said before, I want to try and use him as a defender, but if he's showing that he can't be competent there, then I may go somewhere else. I may move him up to right mid. And then the last one we brought in, Satoru Matsuyama from Cerezo, which was a Japanese League 2 side. He is a center back and also play right back. The only thing that's troubling me is his pace. 9 there, 10 acceleration, but on his defense, 16 in tackling, 12 marking. He can make things happen when it counts. And for only 20 years old, it's definitely a signing for the future. All right, so without further ado, let's get into this Champions League match. Now, it's going to be, like I said, we're going to be home team to start, and Brisbane Roar are going to be playing a 4-2. Is that 4-2-3-1? It's a very deep 4-2-3-1. I'm going to be going with the tried and true 4-4-2. We're going to have Vitinho in net, Carlinhos, the right back, Takao Sasaki as one of our center backs, Kengo Ichikawa as the other center back, and then Paulo Victor as our left back. Our mid four will consist of Gilmar, Kaoru Hayama, not bad, more defensive stats on the midfield side, but can definitely hold his own in the middle. Norio Ito, as I mentioned before, and along the left we have Masashi Tamura. Not great attacking stats, but he's going to be used more for his pace and, like I said, whipping in the cross and hoping that one of our strikers can get in on it. And then sitting up front, today we are going to have Florian and Satoshi. I was really debating about putting Hiroki up there, and actually looking at conditions, I probably should put Hiroki up there. So Hiroki and Satoshi are going to be our top 2 strikers. And let's see if we can't kick off this Champions League group stage with a win. All right, and we kick off. Let's see. Kashima Antlers are going to be in the red, and Brisbane Roar are going to be in the white. So just to be a little clear on that. Now, I'm trying to play as much attacking as possible just so we can try and force the issue, get in as many goals on net, or get in many balls on net to try and see if we can get any goals. Here we go with the attacking chance early on, but unfortunately Brisbane Roar clear that out and now have an attacking chance of their own. On the counter, just shoots it wide. 10 minutes on. Okay, we have good free kick in the area, but unfortunately nothing turns of that. Another one, Gilmar puts it wide. There's been our only 2 shots on net so far, and now we have a corner. He heads it over the bar. Ishikawa just heading it over the bar. All right. 28 minutes on. Now we're just playing some pinball around the middle of the field. Gilmar out on the right. Use your pace. Get your cross in. To Sakaguchi. To Gilmar. Gets it back across, but nobody's there. Headed out. Paulo Victor. Trying to find space in the middle. That gets taken out in Brisbane Roar. Uh-oh. That's not good. Come on, defense. Where are you? Good save by Vitinho. Alright, I'm going to encourage the boys. They probably need some encouraging right now. Ooh, just over the bar. It was a good cross. It was a good corner in. The header is just over the bar for Brisbane. So now here we come. 29 minutes on. Gilmar once again getting a cross in. Cannot head it goalward. Sakaguchi once again. This being our 4th match back from the end of the season, I don't expect everyone's form to be all that great, and Brisbane Roar at this point are in mid-season form. But Sakaguchi's injured. I may take him off for Florian. In fact, that's what I'm exactly going to do once this half ends. 2 minutes of stoppage time, and it's 0-0 at the half. Yeah, that's a very disappointing performance. Expect everyone to do better next time around. So we're going to throw Florian in for Sakaguchi because I don't want to risk him being further injured. And we kick off. I tell everyone to push forward. Just because we have had all these attacking chances, but not a lot has come from it. And 40 seconds after kickoff, a lot of ball bouncing around. Highlights still going. Trying to pick out a pass. Gilmar up the wing. Oh, it's a cross! Oh, get in! Come on! The Croatian almost had a shot on net, but it was blocked away. Oh, now my other striker picks up a knock. Great. Gilmar sending that sailing over the top. And apparently it's not looking good for Shigemitsu. But continue to attack. Carlinhos puts it in to Gilmar. Gets it across the goal mouth, and there we go. Tamura, Masashi Tamura, in the 55th minute, putting Antlers up 1-0. Great strike. Great vision to pick out those passes. Gilmar off the bar. Finally putting it on net. Tamura can get it crossed back in. Ichikawa. Hayama. Ito. But it's cleared away. May take out Hayama. He's looking a little gassed. Same with Ichikawa. We'll see how they look at 70. We'll see how we look at 72. Yellow card for Brisbane. As once again we try to get it in their attacking half. Making the passes happen. Down in the box, and he's already on a yellow, so he's gone. Nick Coburn showing his second yellow card, and Brisbane Roar down to 10 men. Alright, I'm going to make some changes now. So we're going to put on Takatoshi Izumi for Hayama, and in the back we're going to bring on Yuki Umeda for Kengo, and those are going to be all our subs. So hopefully in the last 23 minutes and change, we don't pick up any more injuries. Up, and the guy I bring on apparently picks up a knock. Great. Great start, guys. Keep him on, though. 77 minutes. We continue our attack. Gilmar getting a cross in. Can't pick anyone out, though. Carlinhos. Into Gilmar, crossing across the pitch to Tamura, gets it through, but there was a weak shot by Shigemitsu. Could have picked out a better shot than that. Not 1 minute later, Brisbane Roar now on the attack. Defense. Come on, get in and mark him. It's a shot, but it's off wide. Alright, I'm going to drop to control. Tell everyone to concentrate. We have 12 minutes. Don't give it up. Well, actually, we will let... No, not clear. Cancel. We'll let this resolve just over the bar. Okay. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Stay on your feet, and let's go. 10 minutes to go. Get a throw in. Playing through the middle. Ito. Out wide to Paulo Victor. Gets a cross in. There's a shot by Gilmar, but deflected by the keeper. Gets another cross in, and it's a weak header. Easily picked up by the Brisbane Roar keeper. Another deep throw in. Shigemitsu with Tamura. Paulo Victor. Crosses in. Can't find anyone on the end of it. Don't let him get a... There you go. Don't let him get a counterattack. We need to hold on to this ball. Gilmar passing it through the middle. It's taken and cleared away. Tamura up the left. What are you doing, man? Yeah, we still get control. Brisbane Roar are trying to throw it forward in the hopes that something happens, but Shigemitsu heading it over the bar. Trying to make it 2. We're trying desperately to keep this lead. And extend it if we can, if at all possible. 5 minutes left. Trying to hold on to the ball. Actually, now what I should do is shorter passing, drop deeper, lower the tempo. Hold on to that ball. Do everything in your power to not let it go. Shigemitsu hits it right at the keeper once again. 4 minutes of stoppage time. They all went away just like that. And there it is, full time. Kashima Antlers defeating Brisbane Roar 1-0. That really wasn't a great match. With everything that we've done, 19 shots, 7 on target, majority possession. There were plenty of other times that we could have scored, and they were down to 10 men for a good long while. I'm surprised that it's only ending 1-0. Alright, so here's the results from around the ground. Jeonbuk defeats Buriram United 2-1, so they're going to be our rivals, it looks like, this early on. But yeah, our next and final match for this episode is going to be against Jeonbuk away in the Champions League. So I'll play those 3 J-League matches off camera, and we'll see you back for the second match in this Champions League. Okay, and we're back for the second match of this AFC Champions League group stage. We're going to be traveling to South Korea to take on Jeonbuk. Before we get to that, we did play our 3 J-League matches to open the season, and out of 3, we've won 2, taking 6 points. The only one we lost to was a rather disheartening loss to Nagoya Grampus 1-0, but the 2 that we did defeat, Ventforet, which are a recently promoted side, Ventforet Kofu. They just were recently promoted from J-League 2. We defeated them 2-1. Masahiro Hatada getting a goal in the 7th minute, Ventforet tying it up in the 20th. However, in the 70th minute, Gilmar getting himself a nice goal from right on the edge of the 18-yard box, curling it in top corner. I felt that we could have had more goals, especially since 24 shots, 8 of them on target. There were a few that I thought went in. I thought we could have had 3, maybe even 4 goals at that. Boss possession, they just could not handle us on the defensive side. So that's why I thought we could have defeated them by more. But a win is a win, and I'll take it to open the season. We then followed that up against the Uwara Red, I believe it's Uwara Red Diamonds. Yeah, Uwara Red Diamonds, and we defeated them 3-2 away from home. Hiroki Sakaguchi coming back off of injury, getting himself a brace in the span of 7 minutes. Uwara Reds then coming back just moments later off a penalty to make it 2-1, and then in the second half tying it back up, but it wasn't until a late Gilmar goal put us ahead 3-2 permanently and got us 3 more points. Overall, the match was pretty even shot-wise, but we did have a little more possession, especially a little more possession in the attacking half. Once again, the finishing is continuing to be a little bit of a problem, but hopefully I will try and find a way to train them somehow to get better finishing. And then the third match was against Nagoya Grampus. We lost 1-0. The only goal coming in the second half for them in the 58th minute. We did have a lot less attacking chances this time around. In fact, Grampus held on a lot. Oh man, I can't word today. Nagoya Grampus held on quite a bit more than I thought they would. 60% to 40% possession, but they were only able to get 1 shot on target, and boom, 1 shot, 1 kill. So this was a match that going by the stats, we didn't deserve to win, but at the same time, probably could have held them to a 0-0 draw. So coming up with a loss was rather disappointing. But then we get to today's match against Jeonbuk. They're going to be playing a standard 4-4-2 as well as we are. The lineups are going to be Batinho in net, Carlinhos, Sasaki, Ichikawa, and Paulo Victor in the flat back 4. Our mid-4 will consist of Gilmar, Hayama, Ito, and Tamura. And up front, our strikers will be Paul Poldrugac and Sakaguchi. Yeah, I'm going to have trouble with the Croatian's name, but let's see if we can make this 2 wins out of 2 and cement our position at the very top of this group stage early on. Alright, and we're off. We are going to be in our traditional red kits, and Gio and Book will be in their neon greens, so very easy to distinguish who is who. And right away, from kickoff, we have great attacking movement. Oh, but it was a weak shot by Sakaguchi. That would have been nice just 20 seconds in. That would have been great to be one up then. But here we come again, passing it up the wing, but Gio and Book taking away from us right there as they try to mount a counterattack. And they are the favorites in this match, so we got to try and do our best to have everything tight up at the back while figuring out a way to counter. Oh, and it was a bad pass. He was trying to find a through ball up to Florian. Whoa! Trying to shoot a scorcher out from about 20 yards. Just wide of the far post. And it's a throw in. 8 minutes gone. Into Florian. Pass it or shoot it. Oh, you should have shot it. He had such a wide open hole, we could have shot it. I don't think he's left-footed, so that probably could have been the problem. The corner goes in, and it gets headed out. Come on. Gilmar. Shot right at the keeper. Good attempt. Good attempt. Well, it was right at the keeper. Our 3 minutes gone. We get another throw in deep in the attacking half. Ito. Not even close. Come on, boys. Okay, just about 15 minutes gone. I'll encourage them. Tell them you got something to play for. Gilmar whipping in a corner. Back out to Gilmar. Whips it in. It's in! Ichikawa! Kengo Ichikawa, the defender, the center back, getting himself a nice goal and putting us up 1-0 after 15 minutes. Great goal, guys. Now we got to be wary of them coming on a counter. They had throw in deep in our area. What are we going to do with it? Oh, bad back pass. Good block. Come on, defenders. Come on, don't let them counter. Don't let them equalize. Corner, offside. Okay. I thought I was going to say foul. Scared me for a second in the box. Once again, another throw in deep in the attacking area. Oh, pinballed around, and the Gyeongbuk keeper was extremely lucky to pick that one up. And here they come on the counter off a deep goal kick. They're finding some great passing lanes. We need to pick them out. We need better tackling. Was he onside? I think he was. Ref kept his flag down. Fortunately, it kicked off the post. Come on, guys. You're scaring me. Tell them to concentrate. Don't give up the easy goals. Throws in another one, but Gyeongbuk shoots it wide left. Not even close. A free kick for Gyeongbuk. Ooh, kicks it wide. Back in. Get it out. There you go. Another throw in deep in the attacking half. Ito gets it. Fires it from 20 yards out. What a strike. Beautiful strike from Ito. Norio Ito. The center mid puts it up 2-0 after 33 minutes. Great shot. Beautiful strike. And here we come again. Ito into Gilmar, passing it through the middle. Florian. And that's 3! Is the ref going to keep it down? Sakaguchi with the goal. 3-0. Wow, I was about to say Kawashima. 3-0 Kashima Antlers. After 42 minutes, now we need to keep everything in the back. That was a good tackle. Conceding a corner. Gyeongbuk. Whoa, I don't know where he's going with that, but Gyeongbuk keep possession. Trying to play it out through the wings, trying to find space in the center, and they do. Good save by Batinho. Excellent diving save. And can we do something on the counter? Florian to Sakaguchi. Sakaguchi! Good save by the keeper. Brilliant save for them. But wow, here we go. With 2 minutes of stoppage time. Gyeongbuk trying to get one back before the half. Another good save by Batinho. But that was an absolutely brilliant acrobatic save the last time out. That goal kick goes over everybody. We get it right back. Trying to pass it through the middle. Florian to Ito. Can he get another strike? No, puts it to Florian. Good save by their keeper. And Gyeongbuk kick it out for a throw, and that should be halftime. And it is 3-0. 3-0 Antlers at the half. Did not expect this result, but I'm absolutely pleased. Absolutely pleased with how the boys are doing. Keep it up. Not going to tell them anything other than just keep it up. Don't let the performance levels drop. You're all doing great. Except when you let this happen, that's not supposed to happen. Yeah, 20 seconds after kickoff, they almost get one in our area. They almost get one in net. Now we may be coming on a counter. Ito to Florian, out on the wing. Carlinhos on the right. Back into Ito. Takes a shot, but it's blocked. And this is a very long highlight. Gyeongbuk, but he's offside. Yeah, I don't know if I want to keep telling these boys to attack, but they're doing so well. I don't want to change up the tactics. Being up 3-0, I don't know if it'll affect us, like if I go to a counter or control. But the way we're going right now, constantly pressuring the opposition. I think I'm just going to stick with the attacks. And no one is wanting to keep possession for longer than about 20 seconds. Oh, it's Amora. Don't. That's a yellow. Don't give him a red. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's not good at all. So what we are going to do... Who can I put out there? We're going to bring on Mirai. And both my strikers are doing so well. Shit. Right. Can I put one through the middle? Can Gilmar move to the middle? No, he can't. So... Gilmar's been doing great, too. We're going to take off... Shit. Hayama hasn't been doing well. Mirai, Ohara, we're going to put you in there and then drop you in the center. And then we're going to control everything and then play it out through the wings. Take that off. Take that off. Don't play wider. Play narrower. He just had to get himself sent off while we're up 3-0. He just had to. So now we got to play just about 40 minutes down 10 men, and they are constantly pressuring us now. I think we should pull it to a counter formation. There's the defense. Good save by Batino. Going to be under constant pressure now, and that's not good for us. Oh, what? Wait a minute. That looked like it was going over. Gilmar, back in. Can we get one back? No. Wow, I thought that header was going over. The way everybody was looking at it, it looked like it was going over. Good save. Kick it out. I was going to say, if this pressure is going to happen every single damn minute, I'm going to hate myself. I'm already going to give that guy a fine because getting yourself red carded in this group stage is not kosher. Come on, defense. He's offside. He's offside. Thank you, ref. He was way offside. Come on, boys. All right, I already subbed one person on. Yeah, Kengo Ichikawa has been doing great, but I need someone else. We're going to bring on Matsuyama, just because you're tired. Need to shore up some people in the back. Come on, guys. Oof, shoots it just wide. Skims just past the left post. There you go. Keep possession. O'Hara coming up through the right. Oh, to Florian. And it's a corner. Just keep the ball up front. Keep it in front. Oh! What a shot, but it did not go goalwards. Gilmar back in, but kicks it out. Kicked out by Jeonbuk. Carlinhos throw in to Gilmar. Just trying to find someone through the middle, but it's O'Hara that has it. Up the left. Crosses it in. Can't find anyone. Ito. To O'Hara. To Florian. Oh, he kicks it right at the keeper. Good attempt, but it was right at the keeper. Another throw in deep in the attacking zone. Carlinhos to Gilmar. Ito, center it to Florian. It bounced off a defender, and it goes in 4-1 off an own goal. I would have credited that to Florian, but I'll take the goal. By hook or crook, I'll take the goal. Ito trying to pick out the pass up front, but nobody's there. And now I'm going to tell everyone, just tighten up. I may bring it. Oh, good save by Batinho. I may bring one of the strikers down just to be an extra mid. Gilmar and Sasaki. Well, it doesn't help when one of my mids are already hurting. Here we go. Sakaguchi or Florian. Florian's been doing well. We're going to take off Sakaguchi, bring him down to a mid-roll, and Florian's just going to be the single striker. Everyone, well, no, stay counter, be more structured, lower the tempo, and drop deeper. Don't need to exploit the flanks. Maybe still do. But shorter passing. Alright. For these last 9 minutes, we don't want to concede 3 rapid-fire goals. I don't see it happening, but I've seen stupider things happen in FM. And with 88 minutes gone by... Oh, is that a save or did it go off the post? Okay, it was a save. Jeonbuk win themselves a corner. We headed away, but they get it right back. Trying to force something in. But Jeonbuk get a foul. And possibly a card. Yeah, he did get a card. Okay. So now with 2 minutes of stoppage time added on, it does not look like Jeonbuk are going to make the miracle comeback. And we get a goal with 10 men and defeat Jeonbuk 4-1. There it is for full time. That was great. That was a great win. It was a great first half. It was an awesome first half. And they played beautifully, even going a man down. And I'm going to speak with him. I may... Well, we won, so it's not like... It's not like his sending off hurt us all that much. We did still concede a goal, so I'm still going to warn him, don't do it again. Yeah, Tamura's banned for a match. It was a 2-footed tackle going back, so I'm going to just give him a warning. But, yeah. 2 wins out of 2 matches. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Next time... we're going to face off against Buriram and Brisbane Roar for the 2nd time. So, yeah, and then 2 J-League matches to go within that. So next episode, we'll be facing off against Buriram and Brisbane Roar. Until that episode, I'd like to thank you all for watching this one. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button. If you want to be notified of any new videos that I'll be coming out with, please hit the subscribe button. Any comments, suggestions, banter, please leave it in the comment box below. But, yeah, this is Gendo, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.